An island, crowded, bursting with life, but trapped by its own boundaries. New York had nowhere left to grow, except up. This is the untold story of how ambition, steel, and imagination transformed Manhattan into the world's greatest vertical city. In the mid-1800s, Manhattan was bursting at the seams. Tens of thousands of immigrants, factories, and commerce crowded the island. Space was limited, streets were narrow, and the city faced a stark choice: expand outward or rise upward. Two technological breakthroughs changed everything. First, the safety elevator by Elisha Otis in the 1850s made upper floors accessible and safe, opening the door for vertical growth. Second, the adoption of steel frame construction replaced thick masonry walls. Now, walls no longer had to support the entire building, and towers could soar higher than ever. The Tower Building of 1889, the Flatiron Building in 1902, and the Woolworth Building in 1913 demonstrated that New York could defy gravity, merging audacious architecture with functional innovation. Architects and developers envisioned a city that could reach the clouds, and Manhattan would never be the same. The 1920s marked a period of speed, jazz, and boundless ambition. Manhattan's skyline entered a new era, the race to the sky. In 1930, the Chrysler Building shocked the world when architect William Van Allen secretly built a spire inside the building, raising it through the roof to claim the title of world's tallest building. A year later, the Empire State Building opened at 1,250 feet, taking the crown and securing New York's place as the world's vertical capital. Art Deco became the language of optimism: bold geometric patterns, gleaming metal, setbacks, and spires. These skyscrapers were more than buildings. They were symbols of progress, ambition, and artistic expression. After World War II, New York embraced the international style: clean lines, glass facades, minimal ornamentation. Buildings became functional expressions of corporate power. Skyscrapers now serve diverse purposes, from headquarters to residences. Mixed-use developments began to reshape the skyline. Architects experimented with new materials and structural systems, reflecting the evolving economy and society. The skyline was a living story of New York's ambition, innovation, and adaptability. Progress came with challenges. Economic crashes, demolitions, and preservation battles often threatened the skyline. Landmarks like the Singer Building were lost, while zoning laws shaped the height and form of future skyscrapers. The attacks of 9/11 brought tragedy, leaving a void in both the skyline and the city's psyche. From the rubble rose One World Trade Center at 1,176 feet, a symbol of resilience, hope, and architectural brilliance. Today, projects like Hudson Yards demonstrate the future of vertical neighborhoods, integrating transit, parks, and modern amenities into one cohesive vertical ecosystem. Manhattan continues to evolve upward, blending innovation, functionality, and aesthetic ambition. The next generation of skyscrapers is already reshaping New York. Towers like the Spiral and Steinway Tower stretch higher while embracing green architecture. Sustainability is key. Buildings harvest energy, recycle water, and incorporate green spaces vertically. Designers and architects are pushing boundaries, creating twisted towers, sky gardens, and integrated mixed-use developments. The city's vertical evolution is relentless. As long as Manhattan has space above, the skyline will continue to inspire innovation, ambition, and the imagination of generations to come. From humble tenements to steel giants, from Art Deco masterpieces to sustainable supertalls, New York's skyline tells a story of vision, courage, and endless ambition. And as always, the journey upward continues. The sky is never the limit.